my breast fell. You know, your body can never exactly go back to a body that's never had a baby. Hi guys, welcome back again to my channel. It's Gift here. If you're new, you're highly welcome, and if you're returning subscriber, hey girl, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to our channel. So by the title of this video, you guys already know what we're going to be talking about today, and I'm going to be spilling some tea that I think is good information, and I think most of you are going to appreciate it because I wish someone told me all of this, during my time. But let's just jump right into it. So if you're new, please do well to subscribe. You're going to find amazing content on this channel, and share this video to someone you think or might need it. Okay, so yeah, so you guys, the process of being pregnant is something that changes your body for over 9 months. This is something that changes you 9 months straight. When I tell people, when I see my, maybe someone I know taking in being pregnant, she's worried about her body, stretch mark, all of that, I'm like, please calm down. That's not even the main thing that you should actually worry about. That is not the things you should worry about, because if I had known what I know now, I wouldn't have worried about some certain things. Even during the pregnancy, if you worried about your stretch mark, if you worried about this, if you worried about that, all of that are still going to go away by itself. The way it came on its own is going to disappear on its own. So yeah, being pregnant is something that totally transforms your body. It changes everything about you. Let's start with your mammary gland, your boobies. Your boobies starts being really active. It starts producing and forming things that actually, are required for a lactating mother to breastfeed your child. It starts doing the things it's supposed to do, because there are hormones that are already going in your body, that are already building up, that is telling your body, see, oh, this body is pregnant, this body needs to, start forming, these boobies needs to start forming, to be ready for the baby to come out and breastfeed this baby. Okay, so that is something. Let's just talk about the boobies though. I am a fan. If you know me, you know that I am a fan of small boobies. I love my small boobies so much. But when I took in, you guys, I didn't know that this pregnancy was going to give me breast, in fact, 10 times the size of my boobs. Because even now I feel like my boobs have actually added up. Now that I've stopped breastfeeding, I think it's actually added up, because it's not the same size. I don't think it actually goes back to exactly the same size it was. I don't think so. So this then stretch marks on your boobies. I was one of those lucky people that didn't have the black ones on. No, I did have black ones on my chest, but it wasn't much. So your mammary gland is becoming active, is getting ready for your baby, and there are so many things forming in there. Everything that is supposed to circulate milk are coming alive. That's when you know that this our body, women, this our body is amazing. It is it's a work of art, seriously. So I got a very big boobs, very. I'm going to be inserting pictures for you guys. The boobs actually totally changed my shape, the way I looked, and I hated it. Oh my god, that was one thing I hated so much back then. So back then in school, I can remember one day a girl just walked up to me and asked me, my boobs are now so big, that what happened, what did I do? I told her I had a baby. She said, what? I told her I had a baby. She said, it's a lie. I told her I had a baby. The girl was just, it was just, I was like, anyways, we see like once in a blue moon in school, so I didn't expect her to know. So I just thought I had a baby and I'm breastfeeding. So okay, that's how much attention people kept on asking. And I'm like, it's breastfeeding, no, it's breastfeeding that caused this, it's pregnancy that caused this, all of that. So yeah, that's the one that will go on. If you have small titties, baby, just know that your boobies are going to get big and it's going to go back to what it looks like. Then talking about going back to what it used to look like, you guys, when I was done with breastfeeding my son DK. When we were done, I actually stopped breastfeeding him at 1 year. So when I finally got to the process of stopping and weaning him and all of that, this is another pain that you have to pass through. It took me 2 weeks of pain. When your breast engorges, it's either you express it into a bottle or you get your child immediately and give it to him to take, and it lessens the pain. After the whole weaning, after the whole 2 weeks, my breast finally fell. The pain was not here. I normally take, what did I used to take that time? Ibuprofen, the 400 mg one. So that's what I was taking for the pain, and sometimes when I'm bathing, to just be, the breast milk will just be shooting out. So yeah, and then after the whole 2 weeks, when it finally gradually fell, my breast fell. I'm just telling you guys what to expect, okay? My breast fell and I was so, let me not call it depressed. I was just sad about it. Like when I wear, Jesus, like, oh God, when I wear singlets, when I wear tank tops, when I wear, all these things you can normally wear, your boobs are looking so nice. My boobs, my chest was flat. When I say flat, it was flat. And I was so sad about it, but I didn't know that it was just for the meantime. At some point, everything actually started, coming up again gradually. I don't know why that happened, but that was just what happened. It was flat. When I say flat, it was flat. Jesus. Like I could not stay. Even when I stay at home, I used to wear my bras because I didn't like the sight of it for myself. I don't know. I don't care about whatever what you're saying. I just didn't like it. So, but that was that. It's later, it still looked good, but not as good as when your body has not produced any baby. So that's just it, and it's beautiful. It's beautiful, but I won't deny the fact that at some point you're going to be sad about some certain things and certain changes that come to your body. And yeah, that's for the boobs. Then let me go down to the most talked about, which is stretch mark. For a body that has never had any stretch mark. When you were single, when you were still a teenager, when you are still 18, you're 20, sorry, in 18, 19, 20, 21, 20, depending on when you actually decide to get married, you've never seen stretch mark on your body. Somebody like me, did I have stretch mark? I've never had one until I got pregnant. And my stretch mark, I already told you guys I had some here. I can't show you guys because my boobies. So I had some here and it wasn't as bad as the ones I had on my tummy. That's our thumbnail, so you've already seen it. Those ones were black. When I say black, I mean black. Jesus. And during those times, I would be so worried when it's itching me. I'll be like, oh, let me stop scratching it. It just wasn't blah blah blah. And stretch mark is just your skin expanding, and during that expansion, if your skin is not elastic enough, it's going to tear, and that's where the stretch mark comes in. If you touch your stretch marks in between it, you see that it's a torn skin. Down inside of your skin is torn. That's what is leading to the stretch mark. And I don't know the whole concept of it turning black. I still don't understand the whole concept, but that's what happens. After the tearing of your skin, it turns black. I don't know. I think most people's pregnancy just causes the whole thing, and it's actually something that is inevitable. I've never seen somebody that would actually come and tell me that they don't have stretch marks, unless you're a celebrity, and all of you that are celebrities are the ones that know what you do. So it is something that you cannot run or shy away from. I can remember back then when I was pregnant, somebody would tell me to apply aboniki or rub to help with the itching, and I'm like, please don't stress me. I will scratch the living daylight out of my tummy. At some point I was worried. At some point I didn't care anymore because the itching was too much. I had some at the back of my lap, that's my ankle at the back. I had some. I could not wear short skirts anymore. I was so conscious of myself, and it was black. Oh my god. Then my butt area, I had I had stretch marks there. But after I had my baby, I was so worried it was not going away. See, you guys, when it comes to having a baby, I think the main thing I think you should actually worry about is taking care of your baby. Seriously, just leave your body. Let me say, everybody have what they are worried about. Like me, the most thing that scares me about having a baby is the weight I'm going to gain after. Okay, is the weight I'm going to gain after. I think the most important thing you should worry about is taking care of your child, just seriously, and maybe just watch out for your weight gain. That's if you're worried about it. Some people don't care. If you're worried about your weight gain, you can watch out for it too. But if you're not worried about it, just worry about your child for the meantime, because they are a handful as of that moment. So I I was, applying coconut oil, all of that to clear it back then. But you're just stressing yourself. Seriously, you're just worrying for nothing. Cause right now I'm going to insert pictures. Right now I can barely see anything there. Like the blackness has reduced, and I'm so happy that it has reduced. In fact, it has actually disappeared. The marks are still there, of course. Stretch marks will always be there unless you want to go get a laser treatment. I think there are some ways that you can actually make it disappear, but it is still there. And but at least it's not black anymore. Even the ones at the back of my ankle, all of that has disappeared. Then let's talk about your postpartum tummy. Your tummy after you have your baby is huge. I didn't actually start tying all of that tummy wrap immediately I had my baby, because please, let's be sincere. Like, I wish I actually enjoyed my postpartum body more back then, seriously, because it doesn't last, it doesn't stay like that forever. It won't be like that forever. So far you intend on working towards it. Yeah, so I started tying my waist trainers, I've been my tummy wraps after a month after I had my baby, and that was because my mom was shouting and telling me to tie it now that my tummy is still soft, blah 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 blah. And I'm so thankful that I actually did tie it, because if I did, I was depressed that period. Jesus, I didn't know what I was looking like. My whole body was black. Oh God, my chest, my neck, in fact my whole face, everything was dark. Jesus, I went from 71 kg to 91 kg at the end of my pregnancy, and you guys, it was a lot. Luckily for me, I was able to lose all those weight, and I went back to 70 something. But you know as you're going, you're putting on weight. But yeah, that's what happened. And yeah, I think when it comes to your tummy, you just have to tie something, apply the hot water. I didn't really do much. If you do much for yourself, please let us know in the comments. I don't think my tummy even back then, when I actually ended up getting it to be flat, I don't think it was actually exactly the way it was when I was still single. I didn't have a baby. Let me not say single, because when I didn't have a baby yet, it was not the same thing. So I don't think it actually went back to exactly that, because my mom pouch was still there. That place that your baby was sitting, that place that your baby was staying, was still exactly there. So yeah, and that's it. The reason why I didn't do my makeup to come and talk to you guys in this video is because I wanted to show you guys my face. I had hormonal acne. When I say I had hormonal, Jesus, I had acne that this acne dealt with me. That was another thing that actually got me so sad, really sad, because I was one of those people that had amazing skin, as a married woman that didn't have a child yet. I had one of the best skins you can actually talk about. But towards the end of my pregnancy, I started having acne, hormonal acne, and it was so bad, to the extent that there was nothing I could do back then that would actually help. It kept on coming out. Even after I had my baby, it kept coming out. For the 1 full year that I had DK, I had acne, serious acne. My whole forehead was a battle on its own. Like, this part of my face were actually really okay, but here and even before I was able to clear it to this extent that you guys are seeing, it was the whole hassle. And I don't know, I had to go to a doctor. I had to go see a doctor then. Back then, the doctor just told me to just stop touching my face, because what I used to do is I used to tweak, I used to touch everything on my face. He just said I should stop touching it, and it really helped with, reducing the appearance of the darkness, the dark spots and all, and the treatments that I was doing really helped reduce it. And towards the end of my breastfeeding and all, I started seeing changes, but still it wasn't exactly as I wanted it to be. So I don't know, when it comes to that acne, seriously, that's another thing that um, I could not even help myself. I was so angry. I was doing everything. There's nothing I did not buy that period. Jesus, there was nothing I did not buy that period to actually reduce the appearance, or even just fade it small. I was even asking for, okay, small. You don't have to be exactly clear. You don't have to be totally clear. Just disappear small. You guys are seeing all the pictures. It was really bad. Then this one's the hyperpigmentations, that I'm still dealing with hyperpigmentations up till now. I don't know if you guys can see my forehead is still not exactly the way it used to be, but it is something compared to what it used to look like, and I'm grateful for it. I think let's talk about your BJJ. Okay, at the end of having a baby, at the end of you know at the end of your giving birth, the process of healing and everything, going back. Seriously, your BJJ after having a baby is I can never forget that day when BK finally came out and they began the process of stitching. God. Yeah, so it is a whole process, the pain that you have to go through, but I didn't care. Seriously, once I had my baby in my arms, like I was like, hey, you guys should just do this to let me go. I don't want to stay here anymore. I want to go. Because you guys, I was really thinking of how you cannot sit anyhow. If you want to sit, you close your legs and sit down with your legs closed. Like you can, God, you do sit beds and all. Then after the healing process, after you are done, down there is healed, your woman, let's call it your woman is healed. Then we will now go back to the process of having the other room exercises. Oh my God, Jesus. Jesus, I swear, you guys, Jesus Christ, it is painful. If there is any other word that is actually bigger, that actually explains more pain, I'll use that word. If you have any other word that is like a higher level of pain, that is what it feels like doing it again after close to 2 months or 3 months after, let's say, from 8 months of a pregnancy or 9 months of a pregnancy till you are done healing. Because my healing took a month, my own healing took a month, because the kind of cut these nurses give people, kind of cut this nurse gave me, to be precise, I don't even understand. I was like, even when she was cutting it, I was feeling the whole time. I'm like, what is that? What is that? Like, what's going on? Please, what's going on? They were just saying, don't mind the pain, don't mind that. This one was using razor to cut me, Jesus. So after that, just know that the the whole process of going back to bedroom activity is actually painful, but within as time goes on, everything goes back to normal. So I lost my hair, and I lost a lot of hair on my front hair. Like, I'm saying I don't have front hair, but my hair moved backwards. I'm going to insert pictures if you guys want to see, but at some point during the process, you just have to give yourself time. All of these things will actually pass. And yeah, I think that this whole postpartum body, the main target for me is just not to put a lot of weight. That's mine. So many people have different things. Everybody have their different opinions and different mindset about having a baby, and that's, you know, I don't think that everybody's concept is going to be the same, but when it comes to generally, I think that you shouldn't worry about it. Just give yourself time. This pregnancy took you 9 months to birth this child, and it's going to take you another at least a year plus to get the body you used to know back. And yeah, I think you should not worry if you're an expectant mom or you already have a baby. Please just don't worry about your body, okay? Yeah. And within some time, I know your body can never exactly go back to what it used to look like. It can never exactly be like, a body that's never had a baby. It can never be like that again. That's just the painful truth. But at least you have your baby in your arms, you're happy, your baby is healthy, and that's the main thing, that's the main goal, okay? And yeah, that's that about this video. And when I remember my grandmas and great grandmothers that used to have 10 children, 12 children, a dozen, Jesus Christ, how do you people do it? It can never be me. Even if I was born back then, I don't think I can go that far. Nah, please, Jesus. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video, because I enjoyed talking about all of this. Please do well to like this video, share and subscribe. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. See you on my next one. Bye guys.